Cliff, we're looking at President Obama and Vice President Biden, who is part of this task force the president put together to analyze what can be introduced, what legislation can be passed. We're getting reports from the White House that the president wants to move very quickly, that he doesn't want the memories of Newtown to fade, and therefore there's going to be an effort, literally perhaps in the next couple of days, for this legislation to be introduced, both from a political perspective and a policy perspective. What do you see happening?
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense what he's doing right now. I have to say I'm very heartened by it because I thought he might wait to February. Here they're not even waiting for inauguration. Policy perspective, there are a number of things that need to happen. Obviously, we need an assault weapons ban. We need any high-capacity magazines ban. We need to absolutely close the gun show loophole. Needs to be a part of it. And really, all private sales of guns need to have a federal background check. And I really think we should look at limiting ammunition and guns bought through the internet, too. As well as we don't even have a national gun trafficking law that has stiff penalties. So, because people go and they straw buy, if you know the straw purchases, somebody who can buy a gun buys it for their friends who can't. So we need, I mean, I'm hoping that the legislation has all this. I'd like there to mental health to be addressed too and have real money for mental health. Some people have had great ideas, but all of that is a baseline. We should be heading towards what Australia has, which essentially took away, I mean, really moved towards getting rid of concealed carry and saying if you want to own a gun in your home, we're still going to do a background check, a psych test, and the rest, and we're going to register, you know, and that, I mean, that's where we should be heading, and I'm hoping we are. Politically, obviously, no time like the present. This one seems to be staying alive like others haven't because it's just obviously was so vicious and terrible, but we can't let time go by. We need to get it done now before these guys do what they do, which is really distract and you know, like, I don't know if we've got much time left. You may have heard the former president, Marion Hammer, of the NRA in Florida make the comment that banning certain types of guns was like segregation. Apparently, that means you and I are biased against African American guns. I'm not sure. I mean, darker guns we don't like, but we like lighter ones. These people are insane. And mind you, she's the one that got stand your ground laws passed in Florida, which of course are getting African American males killed at an unbelievable rate, like Trayvon Martin. So she's got a lot of ground to stand on there too. We don't want that misdirection to be allowed. We need to stay on the issue.
Cliff Shuster, always a pleasure and always informative talking with you, my friend. Cliff Shuster from We Act Radio. You can follow him online on Twitter at Cliff Shuster. Cliff, have a great weekend, my friend.
You too. And, of course, as you know, David, go Bengals.
Go Cincinnati Bengals. Fair enough. Cliff Shuster.
Take care, man. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Coming up on We Act Radio, we got a great segment at the top of the hour. We're going to talk about the legalization of marijuana and the impact, the possible dangers to our environment, so that everybody who's thinking about growing cannabis out there, there are a couple things you need to know. If you also care about protecting the environment, we'll get to that next. You're listening and watching Action News on We Act Radio.